What is up, everyone? It's that time again. You're listening to It's Been a Week. I'm your host, Ben McDonald, and this is your weekly dose of whatever the hell just happened. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to It's Been a Week. We have a It's Been a Week veteran here. Sherry,
funny.
you're
Hi.
back. How are you? How's your week been?
It's been good for the most part. I'm good. How are you?
It's good. I have something I need to talk about with the driving here in Texas. And tell me if I'm wrong, because this is something I've always done, and I don't know if it's a California thing, but I definitely get like eyes of judgment here, and people don't understand it. So when you're at a stoplight,
Yeah.
and there's like an arrow, like to turn
Yes.
like left,
Yes.
and it can either be green or sometimes it's blinking
Flashing yellow.
yellow. Yeah, and when it's flashing yellow, it's basically like you're yielding. Correct? Okay. So when the light is flashing yellow or orange or whatever you want to call it, I go halfway into the intersection.
Sure, I do that.
And I sit and I wait in the middle of the intersection because if I have a moment to turn left, I will. But if the cars keep coming, when the light turns red, then you go.
You go ahead and go. Yeah, you're committed.
You're in it. So what is it with people here in Texas that they stay way back behind the line and then they'll wait and then the light will turn red and then they won't go?
Well, do you find that everywhere or just in our town?
I guess it's probably mostly in our town.
Yeah, I think.
Because when the light, when it's blinking orange in LA, like you have at least whenever the light changes to red, you have a two cars are allowed to go.
Oh.
And I don't know if that's a legally thing they're allowed to go, but
just be
but it's like a thing where it's always two cars can go when the light turns red.
Yeah.
Here, the light's blinking and they're waiting behind the line and then it turns red and no one goes.
Sit there. Yeah, no, I'm all about getting up and going.
Yeah. So do you do that? Do you get halfway in the intersection?
If I'm the first car next to go, heck yeah, I pull up because then you're committed. You got to go.
I literally go in the middle of the intersection. Yeah, like I'll sit
with
there.
your blinker on. You got your blinker on. You're good to go. Yeah.
Yeah, and I wait. And sometimes the traffic lets up and you turn while it's blinking, or sometimes it turns red and so the oncoming traffic stops and you make your left.
Yeah, I do that. I think that's fine. Well, I don't recall that happening when I lived in Dallas. I think kind of everybody does what you and I do. So maybe it's just our little town.
But like I'll be here and if I'm doing it and then I'll like the other day, this person's like looking at me and they're like throwing their hands in the air and they're freaking out. Like, what are you doing? You're in the intersection. I'm like, yeah, because it's called driving, dumbass. Like, this is what you do.
There's a major problem in this town with yields. Like, people do not know what a yield sign means. And Mike's mom used to subscribe to the newspaper, and there were literally people writing into the editor saying, this is what a yield means. It means to pause and wait your turn.
Or like I don't know what the road is called, but where you merge, kind of like TJ Maxx.
Oh, yeah.
When you're coming on, people don't understand. I'm like, you don't stop.
Yes.
Like, it's not like stop and wait.
It's not a stop sign. You merge.
You merge. So like, you need to like kind of gun it to merge, but then also the oncoming traffic, you have to let people in.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a shared experience. Yeah. It's a shared road here. So and I love when people see you trying to come, so then they hurry and they speed up, like to not let you in. I'm like, what were we racing to get to Home Depot?
I'm going to admit, I don't do it anymore.
That you would speed up?
Yeah. I mean, I moved here from Dallas, and if you don't speed up, you get ran over. So I would like,
so many people, I feel like they think driving is like we're like NASCAR and it's a competition. I'm like,
no, we're
just trying to get from point A to point B.
Right.
So like, I'm an assertive driver.
I'm bordering on aggressive. It's going to be really bad if I see you. I mean, I know what y'all's cars look like, but it's going to be really bad if I'm ever like, blah, 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 and I look up and I'm like, oh, hey, Ben.
Sorry. I don't know. I feel like I'm very assertive. I get to where I need to go, but I'm not like, if I pass someone or someone passes me, I'm not like, oh, I got to speed. It's not, to me, it's not a race. I'm like, I need to get somewhere and I'm going to get there either quicker than you. Or if someone passes me, I'm like, okay, go for it. Like, have at it. Like,
my general problem is the fact that I think I can get anywhere in the world in 5 minutes.
Well,
so I'm almost always running late.
And I will say, and this is sounding so like small town, but I'm like, our town here in Granbury,
It's not that big.
but it's not. I actually don't think we have the infrastructure to handle how fast people are, because like this town is booming and it's
growing so fast. And I know that they're starting to work on the 377,
which is going to be a shit show.
Oh, it's going to be ridiculous. Mike and I have already mapped out like back ways to
get around
to get to our house. And the loop pretty soon is not even going to be, it's going to be a street, because the loop that goes really not all the way around, it's a semicircle at this point. There are 6 housing additions going up from our house around the loop that ends at Mesquite Pit. Those of you who don't live here, you're not going to know what I'm talking about. But basically,
but there's a half a circle. It's not a full circle. But there's all these housing developments are going in so fast. These houses are popping up literally, like you're gone for a week and you're like, wow, there's 17 new houses there.
Yeah, I don't know what the mileage is from my house where the loop starts around to the other end, but whatever that, it takes me 7 minutes to drive around, so however many miles that is, and there's a couple of stoplights. But there are 6, like I said, housing additions going up, so it's not going to be.
And look, I'm not crazy. Like, there's these old town folk people that are like, just keep our town small and don't let them move here, like whatever. You can't stop
damn Californians.
Yeah, those damn Californians coming here to our town. Yeah. No, like that, there's nothing you can do about. Like, people are going to come here. Like, the town is booming. It's a lake town. It's a cute town. It's, whatever. So that's not my issue. The issue is we are not equipped nor ready for how fast the people are coming.
No.
Because I remember when we first moved here, you could get from one end of town, like from HEB to Tractor Supply. And again, people are probably like, where are these people?
Yeah.
And I mean, I literally,
and Tractor Supply, nobody outside of Texas is going to know those.
I mean, I literally moved from West Hollywood, and now I'm like, well, the HEB and the Tractor Supply.
Stopping at the HEB, and I got to swing by Tractor Supply and get some feed on the way home.
Literally, though. But you used to be able to get from one end to the other in 10 minutes.
Yeah, you can't do that anymore. Now it's a minimum of 30. Minimum of 30 minutes. And that's you've been here 5 years now?
Yeah, which is crazy.
That's nuts.
So it is blowing up, but I just don't think we have the infrastructure to handle how fast. So I'm all about the people coming, but we maybe should have done the roads first.
That never happens. They're starting to work on it a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's just going to take forever.
It's going to be a disaster.
Well, if you're like me and you're driving down our little lane, you're having to dodge wildlife on the way. I almost ran over a turkey.
You hit a turkey?
No, I didn't hit a turkey. I almost ran. I saw this. Those things are big.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm like 5'2"-ish, maybe. That thing's probably close to 4 feet tall. Well, I mean, maybe she was scared. She had her neck stuck up real tall and she's like running.
It was just a single turkey?
Yes, which is weird. I counted 11 the other day out back.
Okay.
But today I just saw the one, and she's running, and I'm talking out loud to her. I'm like, okay, slow down. Let me get around you. I'm not trying to chase you. I'm just trying to get. So anyway, she kept running in front of my car. After she ran out in front of me, then she's like running in front of my car. So
I was with someone once. We hit a turkey going fast, and our sunroof was open, and it like came up, and it was like halfway in the sunroof. It was crazy.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, so we had to like poke it out, and I think at the time it lived, but it may have died
big.
They're big, and they're kind of ugly.
Oh, they're not cute.
I don't think I've seen any turkeys in Texas.
Yeah, we had a girl. Like I said, I counted 11 walking across our back area.
Yeah,
the back 40.
Back 40.
And then just the one today. I don't know. Maybe she has a nest somewhere. Do they
have nests?
Well, they have to.
I mean, it's a bird.
I wonder if it's on the ground or in a tree.
Like, can they fly?
She flew over the fence when she finally got out of my way.
But I don't think, can turkeys fly, like, they can't fly high.
I don't know that no, it looked like she was kind of having a hard time flying over the fence.
I've never seen a turkey nest.
I haven't either. I'll have to look that up and see what they look like. I learned by living at this place that porcupines can climb trees. I didn't know that.
I've never seen a porcupine either, except for like the zoo.
Seen a porcupine on our property.
Really?
And we had 2 dogs God bless them, they're no longer with us, but Tango and Stuart, and they both had to have quills surgically removed from their mouth.
Oh.
And then Stuart had some in his butt. I'm like, well, what did you do? Sit on the porcupine or something? I don't know how he got.
Well.
But anyway, we had to go. You have to go have them surgically removed because there's little barbs. I'm having deja vu. We may have talked about this.
We did?
I don't know. I'm kind of having deja vu about it. But
that
anyway.
means you're in the right place. Deja vu means you're in the right place.
Oh, well, I like that.
But deja vu is a crazy thing.
It is very weird.
It is, because I've had so many moments where I'm like, wait, no, I have been in this moment.
I know what's about to happen. Have you done that?
What?
That you've been in the moment and you're like, okay, now this is going to happen. And
yes.
Yeah.
It's like a That's So Raven moment. You feel like you have this like psychic moment.
Well, there are people that believe that that's like a time warp. There's all kinds of theories about that. We maybe should look into that.
Yeah, because
that might lead us back to the alien conversation.
Right. Because how does deja vu work? Because there has been moments that are so, like, I'll be sitting in them, kind of like what you're having right now at the porcupine, and I'm like, no, I remember distinctly dreaming this scenario in my head, to the point of like smells, location, people, like exact words and conversations. Like, I'm like, no, I remember this.
And you know what's about to happen. And then it happens. And then you're like, oh my gosh. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know if it's a time warp, if it's I don't know. Every time something happens that I can't explain, I say, it's the aliens.
Well, that, or maybe we have more intuition and psychic ability than we know.
Oh, I think we do. We don't use very much of our brain.
Don't we only use like 8% of our brain or something?
Well, I think it's a little bit more than that, but not much. We don't use much of it. That's kind of sad.
How can we use more of it?
I don't know. Maybe find the person that knows that and have them come on this podcast and tell us all.
We need to get like not a brain surgeon, maybe a brain surgeon.
Neurologist, maybe, but I think it's going to have to be more of like an 11 kind of person that's got that. Like more astral, I don't know the right words.
Like maybe not someone that's so scientific.
Like but more of a spiritual.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the brain is such an interesting thing. Yeah. Okay, so deja vu, and then, so we were talking about the porcupines, which led us down this path. But
climb trees. Possums can also climb trees too. Did you ever see Jeff climb a tree?
I didn't.
Blossom climbed a tree.
Which, aren't they kind of blind?
Yeah, they're very hard. They can't see. We can see her when we go outside and feed her. We can see her sniffing.
Is she still around?
Yeah. Yeah, she is.
The thing about Texas, we have so many critters here.
Lots.
A lot of critters, a lot of bugs. A lot of snakes.
Yeah.
There's a lot of just like we have armadillos, snakes, raccoons, possums, turkeys, wild hogs.
A deer,
a deer. Obviously birds, and then like just the bugs. Like there's so many like crickets and cockroaches, and I saw a tarantula here one time. Like there's just so much. Why is there so much wildlife?
I don't know, but tarantula reminds me, I used to live in Midland, and if you know anything about Texas at all, Midland and Odessa are these two we're landman.
But it's like middle of nowhere, right?
Yeah. 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 And so you're driving and it kind of looks like desert, literally. And then all of a sudden in the distance, you can sort of see a skyline pop up. And then all of a sudden there's these two, when I lived there, towns, now cities. And I was coming back to Lubbock from Midland one time, and tarantulas migrate, and the road was covered, and they were all going the same direction. Ew. But
it's like Harry Potter.
I could hear them crunching as I was running over them. It was like a solid black move. It was like a swarm of birds when you see the birds all fly up at the same. That's what it looked like, but it was tarantulas crawling across the road. I was so freaked out. I'm in my car, but I'm lifting my feet up like,
and they're big.
They're huge.
We had one time. I think I've only seen like one here, and I wanted to kill it. And AJ, of course, was like, "No, you can't kill it." Yeah. I'm like, "Well, why?"
They do eat bad things because they eat bad bugs.
Ugh.
Yeah, they do eat bad bugs.
Do they bite?
Yeah, but I don't know that. I don't know if they're poisonous.
No, I think the only venomous ones we have is black widows and brown recluse.
Brown recluse. I've killed a brown recluse in our house.
We have a ton of black widows here.
Yeah.
I see them all the time.
Those things freak me out too.
But I would much rather have a spider over a snake. Because a spider, hear me out. Spider, you can step on it, you can throw a shoe at it, you can easily kill a spider.
True.
If you step on a snake,
it's gonna bite you.
Game over. Snakes will chase you. Snakes
do.
They're much better at camouflage.
When they strike,
they'll strike at you.
Okay.
They slither. They have no emotion.
I just saw that up there in his scale.
Yeah, no.
Snake.
Yeah, they can
Now I'm
climb.
gonna be freaked out.
Snakes can be in trees and fall on you. Like, there's so many things.
That would be the end of my life.
I would go straight into cardiac arrest. It would be over. Game over. Done. Yeah, I know.
Have you ever had a near-death experience?
Like,
have you ever thought, this is how I'm gonna go out?
I mean, I've done some stupid shit. Like, one time I was really drunk and I dove into our pool, which is kind of a shallow pool, and then I hit my head in the bottom of the pool and like hit my nose and my whole face, and I was like, ooh. I was like, first of all, I could have chipped my teeth, and then I was like, second of all, I could have snapped my neck, easily. Yeah. I feel like I've probably had near-death experiences, but I feel like I've luckily been unscathed.
So you haven't legit thought, I'm about to die?
I don't think so, no. And I don't want to, so let's not put that out there.
I almost drowned.
Ooh.
When I was a kid. The pool was a public pool, and we were visiting friends, and it was in their town, and I'm swimming, and I was swimming underwater because I couldn't swim above water really very good, and the pool was real crowded, and something hit, like, I don't know if it was somebody's elbow or knee or something, came down and hit me, and it kind of stunned me, and I'm like running out of breath, and I grab at the back of her swimsuit, and she moved away. I was scared.
That would be that'd be a terrible way to go.
And then one time I thought my mom was going to take me out. I was a little bit of a smart aleck, and so she was getting on to me about something, and I go stomping down the hall to my room, and right as I grabbed the doorknob, she goes, "Don't you slam that door." And I went, wham! And I slammed the door, and when I did, I spun around so my back was to the door, and I was like making all these ugly faces and mocking her, and I turned around, and she's standing in the door looking at me with her arms folded. The door had bounced back open. I didn't know it, and I was like and I stood there because I thought, this is it. This is how I'm gonna die. And she stood there for a few beats, and I mean, darts out of her eyeballs, and just turned around and walked off.
You got lucky.
I still get that feeling of like my stomach sinking into my feet when I tell that story. It was frightening.
I think when I was little, my mom yelled at me one time, and I like flicked her off, and she turned around and she goes, "Don't do that." I go, "How do you know?" And she goes, "I have eyes in the back of my head."
I don't get that.
Looking back, I think there may have been a mirror, or it was like a reflection in the window or something. But I was like, how did she do that? Mom goes, "I have eyes in the back of my head." I was like, oh, noted. Don't do that again.
Yeah, I was a real smart aleck. I mean, I've apologized to my mom 110 times, and she says she doesn't remember most of the traumatic things that I said and did to her. Thank God.
I always had a mouth on me, but not to my mom.
Oh, I know.
I would talk back to like teachers or other people.
Yes,
I mean, I still
didn't.
Yeah, see, I still do. I mean, I still will talk. I mean, I'll talk shit to anyone, but to my mom, I don't think I ever talked back to her very often. Maybe once in a while if I was like, but it was not very often.
I think it's that girl mom thing.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Girls are maybe a little bit sassy with their moms. I don't know.
Well, at least she didn't kill you.
She didn't, but I thought I saw the end of my life that day for sure.
Do you ever think about dying?
Yeah.
Me too. And it stresses me out.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think my biggest fear in life is dying.
I don't think it's my biggest fear. My biggest fear is something happening to Ava and me killing somebody and going to prison.
Well, okay, so mine is wrongfully going. One of my biggest fears is wrongfully going to prison.
Can you imagine?
Like, what if you like, you're totally fine, or you're like living life, and then they come and they say you did this, and you're like, no, I didn't, and there's no way to prove that you didn't, and you like go to jail. Like, that is my biggest fear. And also now with AI and the way that AI is advancing, like, what if they're like, we have video footage of you doing this to this person, and you're like, I didn't do that, and they're like, me. And what if they're like, I mean, yes, I think they have technology to like
they can tell
if it's AI, but AI. Okay, here's the thing about AI. Do you remember like a year ago, you would see like a shark attack, and it would be like oh, the shark has 4 eyes and it's 2 tails. Like, you knew it was fake because it was so crazy. It was so like
It wasn't
glitchy.
good.
Now the AI is so good. Like, you watch videos and I'm like, I don't know if that's real or not.
I know.
So what happens when we have footage of you, burning this house down, and you're like, I didn't do it, and they're like, well, and you can't prove it.
There have already been celebrities where they've AI'd their face onto somebody else's body.
Yeah.
And, it looks real.
Mhm.
It looks legit.
Yeah. That's one of my biggest fears. I had when I was younger, my stepbrother was like, do you want to come over and shoot my guns? And I was like, no, because if I come shoot your guns and my fingerprints are on there and then you go wild and do something, it's all going to point to me. So I was like, nope. So I don't even like touching guns. I don't like holding guns. I know you guys are a gun family, but they stress me out for that reason, because I'm like, what if I don't want my prints on there?
So you know how you like joke around with people and go, don't do that because I know how to get rid of the body,
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, but I scared Mike when we first got married because I said, I don't even remember what we were talking about. And I said, yeah, you don't want to do that because I used to work in pathology. So I know how to get rid of a body and they'll never trace, or how to off somebody and they'll never trace it back to me, which is not wholly. I mean, maybe there's a grain of truth to that, but I would never do it is the point.
Right.
He went and told, because we always have the law enforcement guys out there, if anything ever happens to me, y'all need to do a deep dive autopsy because Sherry said that she can. I go, Mike Harris,
Why would
now
you
if
say
something happens to you, they're really gonna
come for you?
I legit may be in prison for something I didn't do.
See,
someday.
that is one of my biggest fears.
And also with him, with all the gunshot and shooting, if I'm ever shot, I'm sure everything he owns has powder residue. What do they call gunshot residue? I'm sure everything he owns and touches has gunshot residue all over it. They'll never be able to rule him out.
See, that stuff creeps me out, and death.
Yeah. Well, I'm not really scared. Have you ever had a dream and died in your dream? They say it's not. They say you can't legit die in your dream. I did.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever died in my dream.
I
usually don't remember my dreams. If I do, it'll literally be like, oh my God, Beyonce and I are going to Saint Tropez. And then I wake up and I'm like, oh, it's not true. It didn't happen.
Man, I'm in Granbury, Texas, where people don't know how to yield.
Yes.
No, I get it. I had a dream that Mike and I were driving, and I realized that we were going to go off this cliff, and we did. And it happened in real time, but you know how when something tragic happens, you have a gazillion thoughts that flash through your brain. And in the dream, I'm got my feet down and I look over at him and he's holding the steering wheel. And at first I was panicked. We're going to die. We're going to die. And then I had the realization, okay, well, I'm going to die and that's okay. And then bam, we hit. And I heard it. I heard the hit. I heard the bang.
And then you woke up?
And I woke up. I went, when I woke up startled. But yeah, we hit.
It's like when you have do you ever take a nap and you have a dream and you're falling?
Yes.
And you wake up and you're
jerk.
Yeah, I hate that.
I hate that too.
Because that happens to me. I don't know if it's a bad thing, but I twitch.
I don't. I do that.
If I'm napping, I'll twitch and I'm
all of a sudden your arm will jerk out.
Yes. And I'm like, do I have Tourette's or something? Because I'll be I'll just make a little nap or just a little, I'm just going to close my eyes for 10 minutes type of thing. And then I'll jolt and wake myself up. And I'm like, what the fuck was that?
I woke up one middle of the night and my arm was up in the air like this.
Yes.
Just stretched out.
It happens.
Don't know why.
Happens to me all the time.
Woke up and my arm's hanging in the air.
I don't know if I've ever had that, but I do get the jolting and the falling dreams.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think I just love life so much
that you don't want to go.
That I don't.
What if the afterlife is even better?
I think probably the bigger issue is I don't know what I believe in for the afterlife.
Yeah.
I'm okay, is there heaven where it's just oh my God, this is great, party time? Do we get reincarnated? Does nothing happen? I don't know. It's that's too unknown for me to believe.
I think you can get I mean, this is just my personal belief, and I have zero to back it up except for a dream that I had about my best friend. But I believe that you can get reincarnated.
But do I want to?
I don't know. I mean, if we can get reincarnated, this probably isn't our first life.
But I
But
really
there are
like
more people on the world, so it has to be somebody's first life, right?
right.
Because
But I love this life. I mean, I guess because like, what if you come back and you're like, ugly?
maybe this is your last one. Maybe you went
End
through
on a
all
good
the bad
end
ones.
on a good note.
Yeah. Maybe
don't know,
you
I
went
just-
through all the bad ones and you're like, woo, this is good life. Yeah.
But it's just so crazy to me to think that like someday we won't be here.
I
Like
know.
someday this house will belong to someone else.
Yeah.
Or this house won't be here.
Or there, yeah.
Or it will be like there will come a day where like, I mean, even if like say we own this until we die, but this will be someone else's.
Mm-hmm.
Like this won't, and there'll just be like this land that we're on at some point was someone else's.
Yeah.
And that to me, it's like, wait, what? And then the thought of like, God, that we're really one day, because like you think about being back in school, that seems like so long ago.
Oh, yeah.
And then you think about like, okay, wait until we're like really old. That seems like it's going to be in so long.
And then here you are.
But like right now in the present moment, I'm like, there will come a time where we're going to look back and be like, oh my God, like, wait. I mean, hopefully you live a long, long life. And then you look back and it's like, wait, it's done. It's up.
Yeah.
Like, because I don't even know what's worse. Like knowing you're going to die, like knowing your days are numbered. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
like I would hate to get,
I mean,
like,
how do you come to terms with that though?
see, I don't know.
I think your brain, I don't know how your brain.
Like I would really struggle being like, if they're like, you get a diagnosis or you have this many days or months or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that.
It's weird because you look up at the calendar and all of a sudden, like when you're waiting on an important date, and
Yes.
all of a sudden it's here.
And it's like, whoa. And time, I just feel, someone told me the other day, because like, doesn't time feel like it just gets faster and faster?
Yeah.
And like I remember being a kid being like, you wait for like summer break or whatever. And
Things
it just,
took forever.
it's forever. The school year felt so long. The days of school felt so long.
Mm-hmm.
And someone said that when you're younger, it actually is longer because you're always learning new things. And it's
that
like,
makes sense.
like everything is new or everything is the first time or you're getting all this new information. Whereas now in adulthood, we don't yes, I think you learn something every day, but you don't necessarily are not being flooded with information.
Yeah.
Or you're not like, we're in a routine. You have a life. You have a, life is set up. So it just kind of goes so much like, because now I feel like, it'll be like Friday night and then like, I'm like, oh wait, it's already Friday again? It's like the weeks just go by and it's like.
Do you find it harder to keep up with what day it is if you're not, because I haven't worked a real job now in 10 years. And I have to think about what day it is.
Yeah, because
there's nothing in front of me every day telling me what day it is. I have to think about what day it is. It's weird.
Yeah, because like to me, I guess, I mean, like a Tuesday or a Saturday isn't very different.
Yeah.
As far as like, like schedule wise, like,
yeah.
I mean, every day there's a lot to do. But
when I was in college, you look forward to those Saturday nights.
For like a weekend.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, I'm like, wait, what day is it or what's happening? But it just feels like everything's going so fast.
Yeah. I mean, it's now almost the end of June. I almost said the middle of June.
Right. It's already.
Today's like the 24th. We only have 6 or 7 more days left in June.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
It's like summer's going to be here and gone.
I hope if we can survive it. Although we've been getting enough rain, the heat isn't the problem. The humidity.
The humidity.
Like I walked outside this morning when I first got up to let the dogs out, and I was like, like the air felt
right from the get-go in the morning.
Thick.
I know. The only thing I'm enjoying is everything is so green.
Oh, it's so green and so pretty, but woof, those weeds are growing fast.
Oh, the weeds are crazy, but normally this time of year everything's burnt. Pastures are like brown.
It's all brown.
And it's ugly. Yeah.
Fire, what do you call them? Fire alerts or fire
all that.
hazard, whatever they call it.
Now it's like at least there's flowers and like my horses are on green pastures, but I had to mow the pastures the other day and I was like, the weeds or the pastures were like 6 feet tall. And like our lawn guy, he was just here and I had to text him. I'm like, I think you need to come back already. Like it's everything is just growing so fast.
Yeah. Our lawn people came. What is today? Yesterday. They came yesterday.
I feel like the lawn's only good for like 3 or 4 days.
It's only good for 3 or 4 days.
And then it needs to be cut again.
Boop, 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 boop.
Yeah. Drives me nuts.
Like the little gopher pop-up game where you have to
the whack-a-mole.
Yeah, whack-a-mole.
But it's like whack-a-weed.
We're getting our front yard redone. I'm very excited.
Oh, I think
the whole property would cost $1 million. So, but we had a landscape architect come out and draw up plans, and
it just adds so much. It adds property value, but I feel like when you have good landscaping and when you drive up to something that you're like proud to drive up to, it's so much better.
And I think it's going to feel cooler because there's going to be a lot of plants and a lot of shade, and I think it's going to feel cooler.
But it's also more work.
Well, actually, that's why we're doing it the way we're doing it, because I said I don't like, lots of stone, lots of
pathways.
Pathway. Yeah, it's a big piece of land, so lots of pathways, and we're bringing the silo. There was an old silo. We're bringing it up to the front and turning it into a bar, and we're gonna have a smoker in there.
So that'll be fun.
Smoke meat. Yeah, I'm excited about it.
Just the summers in Texas kind of suck.
Are hot,
but our fall, winter, and spring are amazing.
Great.
So we just have to suffer through.
Yeah, winters. People come here for the winter. When they live in a place that's like super duper cold.
Yeah.
We have some snowbirds that come and hang out.
We travel a lot in the summer just because I'm like, I can't be here.
No, it's hot.
If it's this hot, I want to be on the beach with a drink.
Exactly.
I don't want to be riding horses or like pulling weeds.
Yeah. No. Oh, no. Can you imagine being a roofer in the summer in Texas?
I can't imagine doing any kind of physical labor.
I mean, it was bad enough when I had to hoe in the summer.
The hoer.
Mm-hmm.
But I wouldn't want to do any kind of physical labor in the summer in Texas.
Yeah, no. It's way too, especially out. No. On a roof with tar.
Misery.
You know how hot that stuff is? Yeah. Oh, or the highway people. They have to use that hot stuff too.
Yeah. No, thank you. Hard pass.
Oh, thank you, God, that I don't have to do that.
But June's almost done. It's the end of Pride Month.
Hi. It is.
Mm-hmm. I just got another Facebook domestic. Because this lady got on there and she was all like, I just don't understand. Actually, I think it was a quote from, Jillian Michaels.
Yes.
And she's like, I don't understand why veterans get one day and we're doing a whole month for Pride. And I was like, okay, no one is stopping the veterans from having a full month. If you go speak to your, political leaders,
senator, whoever does that,
whoever controls the months, what we dedicate. The veterans can have a full month. Nothing against that. But I was like, Pride Month doesn't hurt. Pride Month's not hurting you.
There's a couple of, nothing against veterans. I'm fine if they want to do a whole month. I'm fine with that. That would be great. But, there's Memorial Day and 4th of July and, President's Day's for presidents, I guess.
Listen, have as many days as you want.
Sure.
It's fine. I don't care. But it's so funny to me how people get so worked up over Pride Month.
Well, I think the reason why the gays have to have a whole entire month is because they know how to throw a party, and it will not work in one day.
It really wouldn't.
It has to be a whole month.
No.
Because it's just that fabulous.
And I also love these people who are like, well, you can do what you want, but quit shoving it down our throats. No one is shoving it down your throat. Just because a logo or someone has a rainbow on it, that is not or a flag that does not
or claim a month.
That's not shoving it down your throat. Also, if there's a pride parade or a pride festival,
don't go.
You don't have to go. It's not no one's forcing you to go.
Nope.
If we're going to talk about what's being shoved down people's throats, I would say it's the, religion, politics, all that stuff's being shoved down everyone's throats.
Oh, I'm so sick of Mike likes to watch TV every morning before he gets his day started, and I just am fed up. I could literally, and I know this is so bad to be this way, but I could live in a bubble and never have to listen to another panel on some TV channel talk about something, and then you switch the channel and they're talking about the same. Everybody talks about all this stuff, and I don't.
Here's my thing on the news. Part of it, I feel like, ignorance is bliss. Because at the end of the day, I'm split on it. Yes, you should be informed on what's happening.
I'm generally informed.
But at the same time, there's nothing you can do. So
it literally takes an act of Congress to even happen.
For anything to happen. So I'm like, and it depends on what news you watch, but if you watch Fox News, they rile up the right and tell them how bad the left is. If you watch CNN, they rile up the left and tell them how bad the right is. So it just depends where you're getting your news, how riled up you're going to get. And then there's nothing you can do.
I vote. And I make sure I'm informed when I vote. But honestly, and I am not, I'm not a, I can't say that. I almost said I'm not a take up your cause kind of gal, but I kind of am. But I'm not a political, I wouldn't go to City Hall or I wouldn't go to the Capitol.
Even beyond politics, the news to me, it's always just so depressing.
It's so depressing.
And even if there's a serial killer on the loose, okay, that's terrible. what am I? I can't go out and find them.
You can't go out and find them. The best you can do is
lock your doors.
Yeah. Or if you're in Texas, make sure your gun's loaded on your hip.
See, that's the thing about Texas. I feel like there's not nearly as much crime here because everyone has guns.
Well, there's crime, but yeah,
I wouldn't break I would not break into someone's house, I wouldn't break into anyone's house in general, but
right.
I definitely would not in Texas.
No.
Because, you could break into someone's house in California and, nothing would probably happen. But, here?
Yeah, even these girls walking around with these cute bags, there's
probably
a gun in it.
Yes. Oh, and these girls, that are going to these barrel races and, their truck and trailer.
Yeah, they for sure know.
They're packing.
Oh, heck yeah.
Which, I don't know.
I mean, I guess that's a good thing because, honestly, there are a few girls in a male-dominated, they probably need to be able to protect themselves a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, again, guns, they scare me just because I don't, I'm a very jumpy person.
Well, it's loud.
No, I'm more scared. AJ will walk in. I'll be on the computer. He'll walk in and be like, "What do you want for lunch?" And I will scream. And I'm like, "Ah!" Because I just am
so you
jumpy.
don't want a gun laying on your nightstand?
No.
You're going to...
I don't even want to hold, I would probably shoot my foot. I am such a jumpy, I have no business having a gun.
Well, if you get proper gun training, you're supposed to have your finger outside the little cage at all times, and you don't curl your finger and put it on that trigger until you literally are ready to pull the trigger. And that is drilled in your head over and over and over. So if you watch these shows where the military guys are walking around, they're holding their gun with their finger like a pointy finger. It's not curled around the trigger. If you watch a show where they didn't have any training, they're walking around with their finger on the trigger, pointing it at things. That's not right. So
I guess that would make sense.
So that's the first thing that Mike Harris teaches you when you go out to the range in our backyard is how to keep your
finger straight.
And my very first time out there, I cannot tell you how many times, get your finger off the trigger. Get your finger off the trigger.
See, that would be me. I have no business having a
Even
gun.
if it's not loaded, you keep your finger off the trigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'll stick to just
He's got this gun that looks real. It's a laser. It's a training gun, and it's got a laser on it. It's kind of fun to sit in the living room and see if you can shoot because it's a laser, but you point the laser and see how close you can get to.
I think I'm just the type of person that I'm better with a martini poolside.
I love that. I love that.
That is what I need to be doing.
I can do both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I feel like we were all over the place on this, but
I think we were all over the place. We talked about death
and porcupines and
afterlife, turkeys.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Pride.
Yeah.
Guns. Everything.
I feel like we always fit the pride in there somewhere. That's good.
Yeah, well, I mean, it is the end of Pride Month because now this is the last Tuesday of the month. So
I know.
And it's my birthday month and Pride Month. I mean, what a treat!
I had to send you a belated birthday message.
I know.
It just slipped right past. Last year we had a party.
I know. Next year we'll probably have another party. Yeah.
Sounds good. Or you can do a just because party.
I love just because party. All right. Well, thank you for coming back on. It's been
welcome.
A week, and I think that's all we got.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. I will see you next Tuesday.
Hey, wait. I got something to say.
You're here again? All right, let's do it. Okay, everyone, get ready for the after show. Been there, done that with AJ. And we're back. Been there, done that with AJ. Hello, AJ.
Oh, hi. Look at you, Tan Man.
Listen, you have caught me mid-marinating for my spray tan. So I know I look like Tan Mom, and I know I look crazy. But in about 4 more hours, I'm going to rinse this off, and I will not look this crazy.
So here's the deal. What am I going to put on my skin? Because I can't stand next to you and be pasty.
I got that stuff from TikTok Shop.
But does it last, or do I have to just put it on when I want to use it?
I think you have to put it on each day.
Do we have any self tanner that I?
That's what it is with the big brush.
Oh, but it washes off
each day.
So we'll bring it with us.
Yeah.
Okay. It can fit on a carry-on.
Yeah.
Okay, fabulous. You know what else I was wondering if you have?
What?
You got some curl cream? Because, girl, look at my hair.
I mean, what?
The sun will come out tomorrow. Look at my hair. Look at that curl.
what'd you do to your hair?
I got it done.
What do you mean you got it done?
I'm going into my old lady era. Sit me under one of those hot bonnets.
You permed your hair.
I sure did. It's cute. It's a little tight right now because it's fresh, but like you, in 4 hours, it's going to lighten up. It's going to be cute. It's going to be vibrant. All that wave and volume. Whew, watch out. St. Bart's, here we come. My hair's going to be like in the wind.
Uh-huh.
I can't wait. So, but for real, do you got that curl cream? Because
I do. I've got a lot of hair product, yeah.
You wouldn't find it. I've been searching.
Quit searching through my shit.
I
Just
know,
ask
but
me where it is, and I will provide.
Okay, well, I'm very excited about that. Let's talk about Laura's episode, though, for a second, because I was overlooked, apparently.
You were unavailable.
Okay, because people message me when they're like, where was your after show?
Besides your mom?
Others.
Like?
Inclusive of Laura, who, when she was here filming, revealed to me that her favorite part of this whole It's Been a Week is the after show with me. And she told me that sometimes she skips ahead on the episode just
so fucked up. She's such a bad friend.
She's amazing.
That's terrible.
I love every time she visits.
I know. We have so much fun.
And she's so great. She cooked for us, and she showed up with all this wine that tasted
terrible wine. It was the worst wine.
Probably so expensive.
It was, because she's not a cheap person whatsoever. So I'm sure it was really expensive wine, but it tastes
She's not
awful.
a cheap person who uses Groupons to get her
Listen,
photos.
She's not, though. She's like cheap
That's
when it
frugal.
She's cheap when it comes to herself.
No, that's not fair, because she deserves the most.
I know, but like she won't. Like she'll use a Groupon for Botox, but like she would never bring a cheap bottle of wine.
Of course she wouldn't. No, but you all were so funny. No wonder I was so drunk on that thing. It's because you guys opened 4 or 5 bottles of wine and kept trying them and testing them and saying it's not good. And then you all screwed me. I came in from doing the chores and you're like, here, have a glass of wine. And so I take a sip. I'm like, okay. And you're like, how is it? And I was like, it's good. And they, that's the shitty one.
Well, it was not. It was expensive. It just tasted awful. So we were like, let's see what you say.
I liked it.
Yeah, we all have different palates.
Maybe mine's a bit more refined.
Oh, well, you can have it. We gave you the bottle.
Curl.
Oh God, he's gonna be feeling himself with his curls.
Yes, I sure am. Let's talk about do not disturb. I love how you get all worked up that someone may not respond to you when you are the person who don't respond to anybody.
Okay, I may not answer a phone call, but I will respond to a text.
Not always.
Pretty much.
It's your discretion.
Yeah, but like to have something on do not disturb where you're not even like getting.
They want to sleep.
I don't know about that. Okay, fine. If you want to, when you're going to sleep, put on do not disturb. But some people have it just on a schedule.
You want to know what's funny?
Is it will just go on. And I'm like, what if they might not even be asleep? And they're like, oh, I didn't even see that because my do not disturb was on. It's like,
well, that's a great boundary.
No, it's annoying.
I think it's a great boundary. I have do not disturb on my phone. I don't know how, but it turns on at 9 a.m. every morning. And every day I shut it off. But my phone has also been on silent for I don't even know how many years. But it turns on every morning at 9 a.m. And I was like,
turns on?
Yeah, the do not disturb.
Or it turns off?
No, it turns on. Like as if I must have set it once for work. Like I want it on my work computer or something because I didn't want the little things popping up.
Oh, right. You can change that in the settings. I'll show you how.
I'm sure. Yeah. I just, it's something fun every morning I look forward to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like the Wordle.
Yeah. It's like, my day is starting when I turn off the do not disturb.
Okay.
When it turns on and I turn it off.
Got it.
But I understand why people have it. And I think it's actually good. I think it's good to create boundaries. And if that's a healthy way of doing it, you can roll your eyes all you want. You're just so into yourself and worrying about people worrying about you. They may only have it set for you.
But that would also be bullshit. Because sometimes I need to contact people. And if they're...
Who is it, by the way?
I can't name names. But there is a few different girls that are not...
Ooh, girls?
Mm-hmm.
Some of those ones you've been sleeping with?
Fuck.
That's really funny. Sherry is fabulous.
I know. She always comes, she just like has this like cute, bubbly energy that she's just is like.
Girl's got a story for everything.
Everything, she's got a story.
And let it be known, that girl hoed her way through her childhood.
Yes.
She sure did.
It's so funny too, because her husband was like, well, what are you guys going to talk about? And she was like, like Ben and I are gonna have an issue of something to talk about. Like, I mean, I feel like Sherry and I could probably sit and look at a wall and come up with a great conversation.
Yeah, that's what's the best. That's why we love her.
Yeah.
You know, our friendship and me getting to do some work stuff with her. Like, she's just great.
And I think she knows so many people and like just life experiences. Like, you could literally bring up turtles and she'll have stories about turtles.
I think, yes, also, you know, I believe so deeply about like the way we feel on the inside affects how we feel on the outside. And I will pause for a second before I say this about her. Like, I was telling her actually, it wasn't her, it was someone else, but I love who I am, right? And I do all this work with people on your inside and figuring out who you are. And like, I have such a good sense of identity. But like, I've been noticing with my hair, like, especially as you've been putting me on FaceTime with some new folks, like, that is the thing that I'm most conscious of, like, the way that it looks. And the reality is, like, even the lady at the salon today was like, you have tons of hair. I've always had this weird hairline where I have this widow's peak, and it's like just not probably the most traditional like thing. And so that doesn't mean that it's bad or whatever. It's just a thing that I've constantly throughout my whole life have felt. And when you put me on these FaceTimes, I feel like this insecurity or something, which is so not me. And to me, I was like, yes, from the inside reflects how we feel, but there's something about me seeing that. And so I had done this years ago and I went full on with it too. I had like someone braid my hair and put in a weave because I wanted a lot of extra in the front. And I remember I was dating someone at the time and they drove me down to Andy LeCompte's salon and made someone take it out of my hair because they were like, that shit can't be in your hair. I can't believe that I allowed them to do that. I loved that little thing I had going on. But my point is, I love this right now. I know that if you put me on a FaceTime right now, I would not have that at all. And what I want to say about that is sometimes the things on the outside do really matter. What really matters is on the inside, how you feel. Like, I'm not going to allow me, even in those moments where I felt insecure, to make me question myself or have disbelief in who I am. I just was like, what the fuck can I do with my hair to make myself not feel that? Because there's plenty of shit and creative things that I could do. And I feel like Annie.
Well,
and I feel fabulous. And
there
the sun will come out tomorrow.
Go.
Now, about Sherry, the thing with her, I think she has such strong sense of self. She's such a good person. Like, you know, if people have listened to her before and her story and her daughter and the way that she leads through life, she's just such a strong person that, to me, that's why she can sit here and just shoot the shit.
And chat.
Because she's just got this innate confidence and joy that there's always something. She's like, oh yeah, and this and that. And there's always a way for her to find connection. And I think that's so important in life now, even more so. Like, a lot of people who just maybe feel lost or disconnected, like getting back to yourself and loving yourself. Because when you find that level of comfort that I think she has, she genuinely...
Well, that's why she was so great to have on here. Because I was like, I don't have a topic. I don't really have anything to talk about. Let's just like talk and see where it goes. And that's why the episode was all over the place, from driving to animals to deja vu to death to...
That's honestly how most of us are in life anyways.
Yeah.
All over the place.
Yeah.
And it's funny because you've talked about other people that are on where I will commend you. I think you've become a really good interviewer, especially when you have to be a good interviewer. When you know someone that's coming on and you have to be very intentional about how you interview them.
Right.
But you've also mentioned how sometimes it's like pulling teeth with people. And I love that Sherry's just someone that can show up and share. And I think that really does come from who she is as a person, her confidence, her sense of self.
Yeah.
And I love it.
Yeah. Some people you got to get on there and like, you know, you ask them questions and it's like a yes or no answer. And I'm like, no, elaborate. So you gotta position it in a way that they can't just say yes or no.
Yeah. And I mean, I think they also live in the fear of like not wanting to say the wrong things or whatever. And like, hey, I was a publicist. I think about what's said and why it's said and the intentionality of things. But you can also edit the shit of anything with these things.
But I will say, I don't edit very much of this podcast.
Yeah,
like,
no.
I even keep in mistakes or when someone says something incorrect.
Well, because it's real.
Yeah. And I think it's more genuine that way.
Speaking about being real, before we end this.
Yeah.
This whole thing with Pride Month.
Oh.
Why do they need a month? And like, you know, the stuff with the baseball hats with the pride on the side and Lauren Boebert or whatever her name is, her arguing about like,
can we just say one thing? What? She needs a gay friend.
No, but
they would help her with her hair and her makeup.
Here's the thing.
That is
I
not
think
good.
if you listen to what she's saying, she like doesn't want to not like gay people. And she says that. And I think if we knew her, we probably would. I think a lot of people fit in that category.
Well, you could help her with her hair.
Hey, girl, you want that curl? But what I'm challenged by, like when people are like, you were talking about the veterans and why don't they have a month? And she was talking about like, why can't we put these Christian proverbs or whatever on the sides of the hats and stuff like this? To the point you all were making, like anyone can do whatever they want.
Yeah.
And you should. You want to have a month, have a month. You want to like wear something that you feel is appropriate, wear it. There will be consequences. The same level of you trying to create consequences for people to like represent their sexuality. This is my one argument about it. And like, I'm not as educated as others who probably could argue this better, but I do have a point of view. Being gay is not a choice. Full stop. It is who you are. It is an identity. It is, you can choose to have it be your full identity, or you can accept it as a part of who you are, just like straight people. And there are some people who like need to lean into their feminine or their masculine, and if they're straight and what that means and the way that that becomes more their identity. But at the end of the day, being gay is not a choice.
Right.
The same thing like the color of our skin, the nationalities that we come from, the sexuality, like even to argue with people who want to argue with transgender people. There is something about these things that someone that's more educated than myself could argue that point even further, where there isn't choice. And yeah, like it is what it is. Like we are who we are because we are that.
Right.
And I think that when people are arguing about the Gay Pride Month and the representation, whether it's a month or whatever, just like a Black History Month, or when we celebrate the Asian New Year and all these other times throughout the year where we celebrate people's true identity for who they are, not choice.
Right.
Religion's a choice.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that there is questions even of that, because some people get confused around religion when it's like when you're born into a certain type of an identity, if you're Jewish or something, and the difference of how that is. But Jewish people, again, I don't know enough, but I know they practice differently, because they make choices in how they practice or how their families are and, you know, what's right for them.
Right.
And others don't. And having been raised Catholic, like I was raised into something, but it's my choice to do what I want to do with that.
Right.
And so I think some of these arguments fall flat real quickly for me, because those are choices that you're making. And then the evangelism that comes with that is based upon the choice that you've made that you believe other people should make. And that's not what being gay is about. No. And when people argue this, I think that they're really confused to believe that gay people are out here to convince other people to be gay. Now, sure, you find someone that's cute who's like a little on the cusp. You're like, come on over and like have some fun. But
we're not.
And I say that jokingly, but
we're not like Jehovah's Witnesses out there trying to convert people to be gay.
No, and I'm saying that jokingly, but the reality is, so many people who are comfortable to become who they truly are is usually with the help of someone else making them feel comfortable to be that, and that's
it's
important because it is not a choice.
It's just crazy to me that we still care. Who cares what other people
They're going to care till the end of the day, because again, by doing this, it allows there to be oppression. It allows people to feel like they have control of other people. All these things are going to be around forever. Peace, when we talk about like what peace is, would be acceptance and non-judgment. And for you, Mr. Judgy, like, and I mean that with love, like that's just human nature. But I think if people can really start to recognize when we talk about some of this stuff where this is how you're born.
Yeah.
Hello, Lady Gaga, born this way.
Born this way.
You know?
And to end this, what's that lady's name? Lauren?
Yeah.
Can we also just clarify? It's not called pride sex flags. They're called pride flags.
That right there is everything of why she's in politics, why so many of these people are, because it's about attention. It's about making people feel like they see their identity in them, because a lot of people don't have a strong sense of self. Back full circle to Sherry and who they are, and finding comfort in allowing everyone to be who they are. Then we will find peace.
Yeah. I think the Lauren girl probably just needs to get laid. And that would probably solve a lot of her issues.
Didn't she like give a hand job to someone else that wasn't her husband?
I don't know, but
let's leave it on that note. I'm pretty sure it happened.
Oh, all right. All right, everyone. That's all we got for this week. And I will see you next Tuesday. you.